believe is my admin, so bear with. I'll set up the thing in a moment. But it's going to be Mahjong versus people. There is a link, so we'll do the thing with stuff and the thing in it. Yay, we have a happy symbol. I don't know whether that was from last time or not, but we have a thing. And that will do. And now I'm just going to put the chat in the right place. It should be there. Hi, Rise. So we'll do that. Okay. Oh, the box is in a terrible position here. Okay, I'm just going to have to... Hold on. Rather than mess around with that. Already confused. I'm sorting out chat and things. If we bear with, I'm just going to log in. I don't want to reveal details since I've done that. I'm going to reduce my size because I'm clearly far too big. Yes, at some stage it will be Mahjong versus everybody else, but I just need to go and do some minor tweakage. That seems better. That'll do. Just that down a bit. That'll do there. Indeed, I'm glad he approves. Right. That will do there. Chat can go down to there. And... oh, I need to find my Tenho login now. I'm not organised. I normally leave myself a little more time to get this stuff sorted out ahead of things, but bear with. Yeah, no, I know. My ego is terrible. I'm a terrible Mahjong player, and it'll be proven shortly by people. Oh, I know. Take it from somebody who used to use them a lot. I have sticky notes all over here for a long period of my Let's Playing career, and I forgot all of them. I gave up after a little while. Right, somewhere I do have a thing with all my characters. There we go. Yeah, I have a text file which has my ID on it because I can't remember all the numbers, letters, and whatever. Right, in we go. Has it remembered my shard? God damn it. I don't think it did. There you go. Background music off. I'm just looking and seeing whether it will actually sort this up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to set up another tournament site, which should be annoying. So I got that there. Don't know what that is, so I'll delete it. I think that might actually be from a computer. The music is, yes, exactly that good. Right, bear with me 2 moments. I need to go and see if I can set this up. If it takes me a little while, then apologies. I have to make sure this is the right tournament, actually, in ways, don't I? I think this might be a previous one looking at this, actually, so it says for that. Shadowhawk, ego? No, I'm the world's most terrible video gamer. I don't have ego. Alright, I'm just going to have to go on Patreon and find it that way. This is clearly the fastest way to do it. Find the link I actually posted a while back. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. That would probably explain a few things. There we go. All right, that's fine. Because I have a tendency to save things and have links on my sort of thing. I apparently linked to my older ones, which I've already said are kind of deleted and wrong. So there we go. It says the 8th because, you know, it is back in time. I just changed something and I know it's an 8. But besides which, we always play out of time sync Mahjong. Which will be fixed by the time this happens, and nobody will know. Potentially. Right. Back over there. Logic. So, we need 2 more people to join the battles of stuff and things. I need to manually adjust this. Actually, I might just make that bigger looking at this. No, actually, that's kind of terrible. Let me actually just remake that, because that's going to bother me otherwise, I think. Yeah, that's better. I can just do this. Indeed, there's a link which I've got to get to my Patreon people first, but I think they're all in there if they're going to be in here, so... Hearts of Iron 4? You play your Hearts of Iron 4. I have Mahjong itch. And a moth. Well, I do tend to play Mahjong. If I'm going to play it, I'll play it myself on that, but... But we need 4, otherwise I'm going to be, yes, Zhong Edge! Yeah, we need 4, otherwise I'm going to have to do some things. Actually, let me just bear with me 2 moments. Debbie was in and out, I think. Nothing's happened to her as far as I can tell. Alright, let me actually just make sure I do that first. I've got to change it back to 4 players, otherwise we're going to have some issues. Update. No, I've not bought No Man's Sky yet. We have 3 people in the thing. We need 1 more for Gameage. Otherwise I'm going to have to move it back to the... next to the 3. Yeah, apparently I'm still alive. You're always welcome to join, Draconis, or Rice. You have to click the button here to set this up. So click that button, it'll add a number to that. If you are one of the numbers and you have this currently set up, then you're in. It did probably just do a quick reset because I changed the number of players from 3 to 4. Which kind of have to do if I'm going to do this properly. So we have 3 total people in the thing, and we have 2 total people signed up to play. So Draconis is perfectly willing. I'm probably willing to have you in. You may need to rejoin the room. There were some issues with this last week, I think. Okay, so we have 3. We probably have 5, actually, because Debbie's... I've just given the link to Debbie. Unless Debbie is one of the 4, in which case, fine. Just need 1 more person to join in, and then we'll be set and playing. And we'll see if my ridiculous amount of luck continues. Because I've had some ridiculous luck on these tables of late. I think I've got an 80%. I haven't finished last yet, and I think I've got a win or second place ratio of over 80%, which is ridiculous when you compare it to my my Danship attack, which is basically a 20% win rate for the first 2. Yep. Debbie apparently can't join because the button's grayed out for some reason. Well, we have 5 people in here, but apparently the last one... I know Debbie's got some issues with this, but we're still waiting on one. So I'm trying to think, why would it not allow... Why would it allow certain people to not do that? Got darn new people rising up the ranks, so I'm stuck at first. Darn. But I definitely don't really want on a banned list, unless it's... let me just have a quick check on something here. It's free. Hold on, there might be something I've done here. Let me just kick myself out of this for the moment. Because I don't normally have rank on, but... Alright, update. Because there is a button which I believe doesn't allow guest IDs, but that's currently turned off, so I don't know what's going on with that. Let me just change something minor. Okay, try again now. I don't think she does. She definitely has a thing account. That's the only thing I can think of that I've got set that might be doing it. I've got things kind of blanked at this stage. Yeah, no worries. I imagine it's something specific then if there's 2 people that are like that. I'm just having a quick... didn't need to do a password for editing. Didn't need to do any of that. Okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to set up a new Shadow Zhong tournament, and we're going to just... bear with. I'm just going to have a go at this now. Tenho... Yeah, I'm just gonna do this in the background. I'll make another one. If you bear with me. So private, create tournament lobby. Click the admin link. Okay, 4 players, southeast. Yes, yes. Higher time. Don't darken the sumo chat. Don't use any specialist rules for the moment. Clear that. Click that off. Update. Yes. It shows 3 people have readied up, so I know 3 people are getting in there for some reason, but... oh, that might be because of a time issue in this case. So we've got now reset. Ah, hold on. Is there? Yeah, okay. I don't see one, but sorry, bear with. But then I don't exactly speak Japanese, which is another slight issue. And let me just have it back on the original for the moment. So yeah, I don't think I've got. No, I don't have anything restricted to that. I don't believe. No, grade none. None. Entry thing is free. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me try something here. Um, so none. Yeah, so it does have the lowest setting on lowest setting. It's actually got none and none. I could set it to that and that, but alright, have one more go. If not, I'll move us on to the other one. Yes, it's grayed out. We apparently have 6 people in this now, which is bizarre. Never thought we quite get to that level. Gasp. The other one. But in theory, this is set up exactly the same way that is, so... Eventually, we will get a game started. Just being rather awkward at the moment. I really don't want to have to move on to Mahjong time. Oh, we have 3 again. Which 3 is this? Obviously, one of them's me, but... Okay, we have a game going on. And it works. Okay. No, you're in. Okay, so we begin with whoever managed to get in. Okay. So, standard Hanshan. I'm looking towards stuff. We'll see. So, let's begin. Stream closed, chat open, we do the thing. White Dragon to begin. I think this is looking towards a Honitsu, at least initially, but we'll see about that. We of course have the 2-sided thing over here. I'm not going to call the East just yet, even though it would be a nice thing to go for it. At this stage, if it was going to be the Honitsu, but I don't think it will be. Get rid of the White Dragon over the 5, because the 5 could be here. Game starts 15 minutes. Rise, you're allowed to say what you like. I mean, the advice is going to be 30 seconds old, so we'll have already made the error by that stage, but you're more than welcome to say what you like. If I draw a 7, though, maybe I don't know. The Honitsu is definitely an option. I probably should have called if I was going to go for it. I've kind of been a bit passive. I'm north, though, so last dealer, I can afford to wait a little bit. Okay, a couple of 7s. I think now I'll drop the 5.
Each.
Okay, Draconis reaching on the 5th turn. I'll get rid of my wind, because on the basis that it's probably safer than that. This is nowhere near an Itsu. What are you talking about, sir? Debbie attacking into this. I've dropped a pair of Norths, I didn't intend to. I've got 2 definitely safe tiles if I want them as well, but if I do draw the East, I can go for a 7 dot weight. If I go for that, I can go for the pair weight, but I'd have to reach for it. Red Dragon is live. It isn't actually technically... No, Red Dragon should be fine. It was the turn before, so that's what I'm thinking of there. The reach was after that discard, so... And I see a couple of 8s, so I'll get rid of this now. I realize it'd be better to kind of try and wait with a 7-7-7-8, but I'm happy to just have the safe tile for the moment. Kind of reliant on drawing this east to be in Tempai, or at least a Tempai I can call with. Okay, the 5 is a safe tile. Wink, wink. Indeed so. I mean, I don't even know whether I am in Rinitsu or not, because I almost always am. Debbie, I imagine, must have a set of the... She's either waiting on the west wind, or she's just waiting. I'm going to toss the east at this point, because I don't see myself being able to get back into this. If I'd have kept the 8, actually, as a couple of turns ago, I'd have been near Tempai at that point. Okay, I think Debbie has gone for a Yakulus attack here. Green Dragon's safe, so I'll get rid of that. And now I have 2 more safe West tiles, which is probably one of the few bonus tiles she had left. West, East, White Dragon she's played, Green and that have gone, so I don't think she's got anything at this stage. And I'll dump a couple of Wests while I've got them. Yeah, and wait and see what happens. Looking at the hand I've actually discarded at this point, it could really... Yeah, I mean, that's basically what Draconis is saying in the chat. Basically, the West is the best tile for her to be waiting on right now. It's the only bonus tile she has left. So a triplet of the West with this quick attack would have been fine. Just means she needs to set up the Yaku first. Meanwhile, I'm running out of safe tiles here.
Sumo.
Self-draw. And it's a non-dealer Mungan to begin the hand. Very strong. Draconis will walk into an early lead. Right, Green Dragon off the start. Okay, White Dragon as well. Overall, I have 3 Dora in the opening hand, which is quite nice, but I don't have a lot to build it off of at the moment. That was probably not the best to place, but everything else is still connected anyway. That's true enough. West Wind as well is my win, so it's less likely anybody else wants it. So I'm kind of leaning this as far as I can towards a Tanyo or Pinfu, but we'll see. I might have to go 7 pairs or something with this, because it's not really developing nicely for me. But actually, if I were to draw a get another pair set up there, get rid of, say, the 3. It's still a way away. I can't really go on the attack with this either. Not yet, anyway. I'll have better opportunities. It's a lot of Dora, certainly, but I can't be blind into just randomly calling and hoping. There we go. That's not too bad. So I'm now 1 away from a 7 pairs Tempai. which ideally would be on the Dora. Chitoitsu 4 Dora is quite a nice little interesting position to be in, because it means I've got the push for a Baiman, but interesting. I'm not clearing a reach on that. I need to hold this off. I'm going for the 2 deliberately here after the 3. I think 2 is not a bad one to have. I want to wait a turn. If I can get rid of something.
1.
Alright, reach Chitoitsu is the plan. Arguably, this is not a good hand to do it with. Reach on the Chitoitsu is always dodgy, especially as it doesn't necessarily push me up a level. With 4 Dora, I already have Hanneman, which is normally why you would declare a reach. Hanneman sumoing with 2 Dora on a Chitoitsu is a Hanneman. Possibility of Baiman, I guess, but really I just want to be a bit threatening on the board at the moment.
Wrong.
And I'll take that. That's 7. 1 more. Yes, 2 more. That is a Baiman. And somebody's really low on points. Yeah. It's also why I waited a turn, because it made the things around the 3 less threatening. It made things around the Dora more threatening. I was always going to hold off a turn or 2, but I probably didn't. I didn't need to, I think is the key of that. I didn't need to. What the heck, indeed. I'm just getting my early win. Draconis was sort of stealing my thunder a little bit there. It was non-dealer, though. So Debbie in the deal position. She's in 3rd. She's got a huge lead on 4th. And now we're going to see whether Jesper can come back from the dead. Single rate reaches, they occasionally work, but I was more than happy to just sit there and just be kind of threatening. Right, I'm 1 away from a reach. Yeah, I'm going to keep going with this. So if I draw the 4 or the 7, I draw the 2 actually is the better one, because that puts me into a pin through weight here. The bloody Chitoitsu, indeed. I have a mad grin for making it come down, let's be honest.
Home.
Sorry, I know I'm going I always tend to go silent when I type on the chat, but you know. I'm still kind of hoping to get the 2 here, but have other options, I guess. Actually, I'll drop the 1s at this stage. We'll put ourselves back there. That gives me the 2, the 5, and yeah, now he has the push. The curse of last place, but Debbie now has a Yaki room at this time. Has twice dropped things I want. That was kind of a pushing tile. I didn't need to really play that. Still. Yeah, I've been in this position a lot. When you're on low points, you have to go for things and hope they work a bit more than playing it. But Obviously, I have multiple tiles for Tenpai now. But I don't have a lot of things going on. Debbie is possibly in a Sozu Honitsu right now, which would be amazing if she is. I don't need to card. I'm in the lead. We've established this. I realise it's not you I normally have to establish this against, but I don't need to card. I think that's the other reason why I want to chat in the text, because obviously they can't hear me right now. Or at least they shouldn't be able to hear me right now. Well, I guess I'll just have to watch the video if they want the proper responses then, if I do this. Well, fair enough. I mean, it's only my stream, but yes, you talk to the person in the stream. Go on. I don't mind.
Each.
Okay, reach. No Unco, so he's... Oh, that's just mean, sir. Draconis, just mean. Waiting on the Sananko, but apparently willing to take the Tanyo. Which puts me dealer. Yeah. Well, he needs the points. He's only 5,000 behind me, so he's got a chance of taking the lead at this point. I kind of want to toss the... Oh, I just realized I got double Dora as well. Dealer with 2 Dora. Maybe I should keep the East then. $10 rounds for that Tenpai and Reach-ron. Saves you 1,000 points overall, though. Yeah, 2-4. We'll get rid of a 2-4 at this point. Honestly, needing a fair amount to work for me here. I need to drop a 7 to... Wrong 7. I can work with that, though, but I don't really want to get rid of the East at this stage either. Probably not shenanigans. It's more sort of I'm trying not to... Oh, there we go. There we go. Get rid of another one. If I draw a 6, that puts me into a pair weight, which I'd have to reach for. Reach and 2 drawer here. I mean, he'd have to fold. If I were to get the East, I could drop the 1s and go that way. Alternatively, if I can get a 9 here, I could probably try and switch this up. Actually, the way it... Oh, nice. Yeah, I am going to switch this up here. So I have the potential Sanchiku on. I've given up a Dora. I've given up a Dora and moved a step back, but I think this is worth it because it's a more secured Yaku now. Somebody is holding on to the East. I know that much for a fact because they haven't been one so far. It's possible multiple people holding on to East, of course, but that's my guesstimation of things. Tenpai. I'm now Tenpai waiting on that East, which I can't win with because I don't have a Yaku. If I draw a 9, that does give me the Sanchiku, Chancer, Yaku. 9 would be awesome here. Unfortunately, I can't call it. Yeah, okay. I'm folding. I'm in the lead. I'm the dealer. I stand to lose a lot from this, but I don't want to go into this. Not if I can avoid it. I've still got options, don't I? I've now moved myself over to the other 6, 7, 8 Sanchiku here, but... Oh, that's fair enough. You can make people feel uncomfortable if you really want to. Just tilted, indeed. I know the feeling. I think he's going for his... Oh, he was going Nageshi Mongan and going quite well on it as well. Okay, I'm going to toss the 1s. Okay, I was worried. It wasn't guaranteed to be safe, but It gave me 3 safe turns, so I was quite happy to risk it. Especially as I now got 2 extra safe turns. Dracon is playing really dodgy at the moment, but he has to, in fairness. Low Manzu is probably...
Sumo.
Oh no, self-draw. Oh, I had the other east. I knew somebody did, but yeah. Oh, and 3 Dora on the easts. I think that's taken the lead. Yeah, Debbie has the lead going into south. And this could be over next round from no turn. Yeah, he can't even reach, so he needs a Yaku on merit now. It's a really bad position to be in, because if you have nothing, you're just going to have to bluff. I may have to help him out in a minute. We'll see. So, the situation then is a really tight 3-way race going on here. I have 1 Dora and something. So I've potentially got options to take this on. I'm going to discard my North Wind there. So I don't think that's the way the hand's going to develop. I might have to just see about this one. Get rid of my last loose tile, then no, red dragon. But yeah, this could very much be over in the next round. This round, I mean. Okay, a couple of 7s. Which gives me a triplet and 2 pairs. Not great position for going out, but I think somebody's holding the 8s from that discard. Okay, East is the 2 of them are played actually, so. And it now only applies to the person to my right who needs it anyway, so. I think we might be getting rid of the 8 if we get anything more useful. Okay, so I now have a position for Toy Toy, which I may attack with. Say may. Problem is, if I do attack and it gets into problems, I'm really gonna screw myself up. It's really tight. I don't want to risk things. Silent Tempai is the way to go from here. But then Yaku is also very much needed. If I get another triplet, or if I pair another thing up, then I'll go on the attack. But since I'm waiting on 3s and 7s, 3s and 5s, I don't think I'll be able to call a lot of it. Okay, so there's a call. I imagine Tanyo here. I'm definitely willing to help. Oh, reach from the lead. Gonna go with this still because she's 1,000 points down now. Any win by any other player could potentially help me out, but yeah, I'm gonna risk things here. More reaches. Just rubbing it in his face that he's not allowed to do it.
Wrong.
There we go. All triplets. Can do a lot about that when using reach. You have to play what you draw. And we stay in South 1. And yes, welcome back to some more points. And welcome back to me in the lead. Which, you know, works out for me, I suppose. And yes, he can reach again. Is this the start of a comeback? Is it? Oh, we shall see. Okay, my best draw here is probably the 2 mount if it comes up. Or the 1/4 for reasons that will be obvious to anybody who watches me play this game and knows my catchphrases. That being said, he's now got an east. It's only a single east now. We're in the south round, so it's not completely devastating. Two other ones are gone anyway for the possibly Itsu. I know what my audience wants. So I'd have to be a bit fortunate to get it at this stage, but it could still potentially be part of a good pin through weight, so. Yeah, the 6 is less useful to me here. If I do draw the 4, I've still got things to work on, but I've already said it. You're beaten to it. I realise there's stream lag and things, but you know.
Gee.
That's another thing potentially on. We've got Sanshikyu on. Yeah, but you saying that gives me potential hints here. It's definitely obvious I'm not going for a Daisangan. I'm going to keep going with this, though, for the moment, because I might as well. I'm playing with fire a little bit here. Both of these players have already played indication they don't want low Sozu, so that's the first one I needed. Yeah, I think the Sanshikyu is kind of off now. And in fact, the hand looks kind of off in a lot of ways, so I might have to just fold it here. I'm now towards the end of the second row. I'm not really advanced enough. You could be, but I don't think you are somehow. Yeah, no, freed up. I'm a couple of steps back on what I need to be for this. Oh, for God's sake. I've drawn all of the 3 dots. Which now means I now know they're all out, which could be helpful information a little bit later. I think all the 5s are gone as well, haven't they? No. Not quite.
Gee. Dong.
Honestly, I should not have gone with that, but still. That now means I am down into 3rd place from that. God damn it. I didn't need to push. There was no reason for that whatsoever. I'd already kind of conceded the hand and folded, and you know what? I saw the call and just... Okay. Need to concentrate. Need to concentrate. Is now my mantra. Need to concentrate. So, what can I do from here? Honestly, not a lot. This is a terrible, garbage hand in a lot of ways. But... potential legs. Nah, forget that. I've just killed the legs of it off by this guy in the 7 early, so... I'm going to hold off. I'm going to bluff a Honitsu. We'll see. I've got 2 Dora, though. Which, if nothing else, is interesting. If I can draw the 3, that'd be the most ideal thing for me to get something pushing this hand a little forward in terms of momentum. Okay, Dora 3. I don't have to consider this a hand now, because Dora 3 is not something that comes up very often. So, yeah, this hand is now developing at a rate of knots. So, yeah, they're coming in exactly the help I needed. So, if I can draw the 3, get a pair of something here. This is potentially developing onto a monster from what was a garbage hand. In all honesty, it was a garbage hand mostly. And certainly I was planning on playing it as such, but... Okay, I'm going to play a live white dragon on the 6th row. Probably a bit late to do that, but got away with it. If I can pair up either of these, that would be perfect just to finish things off and present myself with a neat issue for later. 5 dot is a dodgy tile in the 2nd row, but it's gone. Moyaku, more points! Indeed. I'm really hurting at discarding those dot tiles now, because if I'd have kept most of them and got rid of my honor tiles instead, I'd have been in much better shape. Especially as player in last place is under no illusions of stopping just yet. I have 2 safe tiles against him though, so... What I'd really like to do is Khan at this point. Not for the reasons you'd think, more just to show casual 4-Dora. That's the only thing I'd like to do right now. I'd like to reveal how strong this hand potentially is, if only as a bluff. I can't call because it wouldn't give me Yaku if I called. But it's potentially a monster, yeah. I might bluff Fedora at 4 in a... Well, the thing is, I don't want to do that because I'm still close enough to first place that it only benefits him over to the right, who would just go for it anyway. So I might have to ignore the Khan potential here if it comes up. I haven't seen the 8 yet, I don't think. Nope. It's interesting, but now we're in the 3rd row. I've got to consider whether it's worth going for, and it kind of is. If I draw the 3, that puts me into 1 away from a Pinfu. Well, not a Pinfu. Actually, it might be Pinfu. Potentially Pinfu. That would be my ideal draw right now, but... They're all high dots, except for 1, though, so... The good news is I'm kind of leaning towards 2 directions with this, but since the hand hasn't developed enough... I suppose I could still take this to Tanyo and call things, but we forget about that now. That's a half development, though, which is nice.
Dong.
Yeah, I was kind of worried that was going to happen eventually. Okay, so this is 3rd dealer repeat, I think. And I've dealt in with the last 2. I think he's getting his revenge for that Chitoitsu Baiman. But now he's at the point where he probably needs to be put down a little bit. It's not going to be with this hand, though, I don't think, unless I get ridiculously lucky. And I've been unfairly lucky already this game, so... Oh, but yes, that was a bad play. I was going to go with it, but... You know, looking at the table after I've dealt in, that normally gives me the indication of what's a good thing to play and what isn't. It's things I should have been aware about at the time, in all fairness. Still, it was a monster hand, so I can't really say it was a bad thing to not go for it. It was a Mungan for sure, if I got another tile or 2. These things do occasionally happen, and I didn't lose a lot of points. Because for all his rampaging, he hasn't actually managed to string a good hand together. He's mostly gone for cheap stuff, which is fine, and it's working for him. It's certainly a better strategy to come back with than doing it all in one go, especially while he's on the dealer turn. But I have things in my favour as well here. I really don't need to get this Yakuman set up. Not this particular one, anyway. Okay, first south is gone. Well, I'm on for the Nagashi at the moment. Still have 4 tiles I can get rid of with that particular Yaku in mind. But with 3 calls, I don't think it's going to matter. Well, I have a potential reach for one Dora coming up. I suppose it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to go for. Yeah, that's the better way around for this.
Riichi.
But anyway, we have reached. We have put him under a bit of pressure. But a couple of you are under some pressure, actually. But it's possible I'll still deal in from this. But he's gone the. I needed to do something to prevent him from just walking over this. So a 2-sided dot weight seems like a plan here. It's likely that I'm after a dot or a Sozu based on my discard pool, so it's the advantage of discarding mostly terminal tiles. They know terminal tiles are likely to be safe here. But any small clues I give will be helpful, I suppose. Either way, I'll take the draw points because I could do with them. Mostly I just want to kick this guy off a dealer and get, prevent the rampage and, develop a little more. 3 and 6 are both next to the door, which is the only real issue with getting that deal in at this point. I doubt it's going to happen. Is there 2 dots still available? Yeah, there's still potential for another card. 1 more draw left to me. I was hoping for a push into Tempire, but that feels like a... Well, actually, it might not have been a fault. It's not directly safe. I haven't given any information with that. Is he going to give me a 6? Nah. Free player Tempire. Free player no 10, and that will give me 3,000 points. And pushes me very close. Which, is all I need to do with this point. I've prevented his dealership. I've now moved the game on. And we shall see what happens from here.
Boom.
I really doubt that he's going to pay attention to Suanko bluff here. Sorry, a free dragon bluff at this stage, with 2 of them gone already.
C.
Yeah, I'm just going on the quick attack. I don't have a pair, which is the only problem with my current quick attack at the moment, but drawing a 7 would be helpful. Also, definite indication that I definitely am not in a Sozu Honitsu with my current discard set. Nice, so that gives me my pair. I'd like to draw the 7 over the other tiles if I can do it, but okay, I have a couple of pairs and a middle tile, so yeah, okay, this will work out. So I've maximized my potential callage. Tenpai. 4-5 Manzu.
Boom. Dong.
It's cheap, it's cheerful, but it moves me it moves me into the lead. Tied lead, unfortunately, but actually no, with 4 bonus tiles and a reach stick still on the board. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. Quick win, moves the hand on. Second place has gone through that. If I can get you off the dealer spot now, that'd be perfect. Okay, I don't need to go quick attack here because I don't have a quick Yaku like I did last time. Norths aren't particularly helpful to me. Well, let's see. I mean, it's a tight game still.
Gee.
I can't afford to go all willy-nilly at this point, and Debbie is on the attack. Do I go for a fifth turn south discard? I think I might have to if I want to keep this going. And unfortunately, my draw says try to keep it going. So I am looking towards Pinfu if I can manage it. I might have to get rid of my Norths in a little bit. In fact, let's get rid of Norths now. I realise getting the 1s isn't particularly helpful in terms of that. It's replace the pair with a pair, but Norths are likely safe. It gives me some time to develop something. Draw on a third red 5. Wish I had something I could use them with. Yeah, that's potentially very helpful. Fortunately, it looks like I might have to get rid of the red 5 just to get into Tenpai. I could still do a drawing at 3. Emphasis on drawing, of course, but let's get rid of the red 5 now. Gambling, but early enough I might get away with this.
Boom.
Nope, so Debbie is looking for a Tanyo at this stage. And I'm still 2 away from Tenpai at the best of it. Okay, that potentially helps. The downside is potentially a risky tile. So I still need that 3, but that 3 puts me into a 2-sided Tenpai. Gonna go with that. I'm trying to play it a little safer at this stage because it is dodgy. The 5 will pass to my left, so that's not so much of a worry. But that doesn't help me much at all. Green Dragon is safe, gone. Right, I'm in Tenpai now. But I'm going to just stick with Tenpai at this stage. So there is one left. 6 is not guaranteed to be safe here, but a lot of the 5s are gone. Seven is safe. 7 is safe against 2 of them. Let's draw south. 2 souths have been played, so that should be fine. Alright, height A draw. 1 or 2? No. Free player Tenpai, though. And we keep going. And, yeah. Some shenanigans going on. So that was a Tanya for a 2-5. So quite glad this didn't get played. We had over there a Pin 2 by the look of it. Okay, we have a dragon pair, and we have a couple of other pairs as well going on here. And I have 1 Dora. There's a potential breakaway hand here. But I need some good draws to correct some problems. That potentially does help. An 8 or a 7 would be perfect. 1 or 2 or 3 would be... Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. So now I can call that green dragon kind of safely if it happens. 2 from Tenpai, and that helps as well. That puts me possibly towards a Chancer route. Okay, so I'm 1 call away from Tenpai. Okay, and that is an attack. Counter attack. 3-6. Manzu wait. 1 Dora. Hatsu. I could call that, but no. Sumo it, and we'll have a quick win. 2,000 points, and I am now the dealer. Right, a win. Any win will be on top now. And this is a good hand. Okay, green dragon goes. Okay, so he basically, at this point, Debbie, all 3 people should be on the attack at some point of this one. But I am 1 from Tenpai already on the 4th turn. Draconis has... The thing is, these 3 can all afford to attack. Everyone has to attack here. The player to my right is... Oddly, the player in last place is the least wanting to attack because he needs a huge win. Or for me to win to keep the game going here. Okay, no worries, Jesper. Stay safe. But yeah, the 3 of us really are calling for a victory at this stage. I mean, he only needs, what, 5,000 points? That's free Han, that's nothing. Debbie needs a little more, but she can still do it with free Han if a direct hit. Okay, Pinfu, 7-4.
Dong.
There we go. Pinfu Dora 1, direct hit. That puts me in first place. Little Debbie second. Draconis remains in third. The eternal third place here. Which is unfortunate, but it's where you're positioned right now. Debbie earns 9 points and finishes second. Good game all round. And yes, Debbie now moves off of the zeros in there. At least one. Actually, that was Draconis' out into my hand, so... Well, you were playing odd, but I didn't realise you were playing quite that odd, in all honesty. Right. Let's set up for another one. I had noticed, yes, the eternal third place Draconis. It's probably going to be my last one tonight. But if people are still around, I'm happy to do one more. See if we can end and do some updating on the league scores. Yeah, it started well, Draconis. You had the big win at the start, and then that was pretty much it, unfortunately. I got the big win, then dealt into a few hands, then got another couple of wins, and then sort of grinded my way to the top. Okay, who is JPB? I need to know this. Who is JPB1982? Because it's bothering me. I don't know. There's somebody in the chat. I imagine Rise, possibly. But I don't think this is ever confirmed to me, which is why I want to know. Okay, good to know. Anyway, look at this. We're probably gonna just give this a walk over here. I don't want to reach it at the moment, but if we get this into a 8-9, or I can get something developed on the Soju tiles and get rid of one of these sets and turn it Pinfu, then I'm quite happy to go a little more aggressive with this. JPB, the players on my left. Okay, good to know. It's just just the one person, because he's played one match before, and I have no idea who he is, so I can't. My table is kind of incomplete because I don't know what his YouTube thing is, so or even if he has a YouTube thing. Okay, so I'm 1 from Tenpai now, and I'm in Tenpai. No one declare reach on this one. Just keep it silent. 4-7 Manzu Tenpai.
Gong.
And there we go. Into 1 red Dora, and we are dealer. I do wish I declared reach now, but you know, you always do. He might not have discarded that casually had I have declared reach, that's the thing. But 2,000 points, becoming dealer. Now it's where I can try and pick up the big points. Not that this hand is looking towards big points right now, but hey. Nah, don't worry about it, sir. In honesty, I didn't realise you were disconnected, because normally it comes up with a red name if you've disconnected or whatever, but obviously you were still in the session, but it wasn't noticeable at the very least. Right, so I have 4 pairs here, and they're all sort of Tanyo pairs, so I could call and go for it. Oh, maybe not anymore. Debbie's gone for a very rapid reach. On the Dora. I have a definite safe tile, but I think I'm going to go with a 6 instead. And see if we can't keep this going a little bit. If I drop a 7, I'm in Tenpai with a free discard. East is safe. I lose more points if she's out draws as dealer. That's the only annoying consideration to go with here. I would imagine it's some dot weight, but
Gong.
It's not. It's that. Oh, that is huge. Hanneman. Yeah, reach. Tanyo, Sanjiku, Pinfu. Ouch. Well, you can still pull it back up to third, Draconis. I believe in you. But they'd be on a bit of a rampage at this point. Arguably, I'd say that wasn't a hand she necessarily had to clear Reach with, but the fact she did meant it was a Panaman, so that's 12,000 points as opposed to 8,000 I think she would have got with the Mungan. But 2 quick wins. Right, so I'm looking towards Tanya Pintu again, and it's kind of what I always want to do with this, but I don't know, because I didn't register the High Mansu as a worry tile. I mean, she was an early Reach in fairness, but yes, he'll climb to third over me. I think that's how it's going to work. Right, Tanya only. I'm willing to stay silent for the moment, because if I can draw a 6, then I can put this into Pintu as well. Failing that, I've got a 2-sided irregular weight, so if I draw the 3 as well, I can incorporate a door into this. So there's reasons for carrying on with this. The other thing is there's only 3 winning tiles left because 1-8's been played. I've still got 2 7s left. I'm going to keep going. I think they'll give me pauses if I draw a 2-dot. As a 3-dot gives me Tempai, but 2-dot gives me a potential Sanchku.
Boom.
Okay, there's a triplet of Easts. Do I want to be... I'm debating reaching here, and it is...
Sumo.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I didn't now, but it was something to consider. So it's dealer. He wins 1,000 each. We have a cheap hand, and that builds his points back up again. No real difference here from me, so we just carry on. I'll try and keep all of a 9 because it is the Dora tile for the moment, and get rid of the dragons instead. I have no Yaku, unfortunately, or at least no easy callable Yaku right in this moment. So dragon it is. Double white dragon. Now watch me draw the 3rd. Not quite. Right, East can go now. Drawing another Dora. That's useful. So that's helping my Pintu situation out down there. I've still got quite a few loose tiles though, so I'm still free from tempo. Potentially helpful though, and I need to draw a 3 to finish that off really. End of first row, we're still 2 away really. Actually, no, might still be 3 away, actually. Then we might be waiting on a dot. Sometimes been able to call dots for a little bit. I noticed that a little earlier with something. So another 2. We'll get rid of a 7 at this stage. It's clearly loose. Yeah, and this isn't the best of shapes at the absolute edge because it doesn't particularly benefit you, but... Okay, pair of 9s. That's nice. I can work on that. Let's get rid of a 2 for the moment. So I want to be getting rid of this red
Yeet.
5, but now we want to be cautious
Dong.
about getting rid of the red 5, and that's a deal in. 2,000 points for dealership goes away. I fall 3rd, I believe. I do. And Dragonis is having a bad day. Or at least a bad game. Sometimes Mahjong is just this cruel to you, unfortunately. It's every player goes through phases like this where just nothing works. But they pass. They do pass. Eventually. Provided you can keep yourself from making more mistakes. That's the thing. If it's just the luck of a draw that's going against you, that's fine. You can recover from that. But if you actually go on tilt and start making errors, which you really shouldn't be doing, that's when the problems start. And that's, I think, my main issue with playing on down tables. I tend to make errors and then I snowball them. For whatever reason, on these casual tables against actual players, I seem to be able to control myself a little better on that. A little. I won't emphasize I'm perfect at all. I'm clearly not. But I seem to be better at least not just going on tilt, which I think is what I meant. So potential Sanj Q on, but I don't have a pair set up as of yet. And I now dropped a pair of 9s. Maybe a little. But it's going well for the current dealer, I'll be honest. She's had the big win at the start. She's got a 10,000 point advantage. I'm sure we covered in sort of Mahjong camp effectively is when she was over here, how to protect a lead. But we'll see how she develops those skills now. The important thing when you're in the lead is to not be too aggressive. Being aggressive is fine, but mostly when you're dealer, you want to be collecting points rather than necessarily going all-out attack. Okay, we'll keep the fair freeze for the moment. It's moving me a half step closer to tempo. West is my win, but door indicator and has already been played.
Chi.
Okay, Tanyo up top, unless she's got a bonus triplet, which would be East, I think, still potentially on. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, panic. Get rid of this side. No, there's quite a few 4's gone. That was the wrong way round.
Dong.
Oh, and that's just deal in for... Yeah, it's Itsu. Possible, Itsu is possible. But very, very cheap. I'll be honest. Very, very cheap. That's the sort of hand you kill dealers with. It's not normally the hand you'll go with as a dealer. But... Okay, Draconis has had enough and has now gone Daisungan super play, I think, now. I was about to say, I'm kidding, but if he actually called that second dragon, then this is no longer a this is no longer a good discard. Anything that works works. It is true to say, but normally as a dealer you won't push a one-hand hand for the sake of it, especially when you already have the lead. But it did extend. It does. I mean, it does extend a lead. It does give him more points. It does benefit. It's just normally when in the lead, you're more concerned about trying to protect it. And at this stage, I've now given away a couple of calls for a Honitsu. Okay. This, though, is only one from Tempai for... Sorry, no, it isn't one from Tenpai, actually. I tell a lie. Had he not called that, though, Draconis would have had a calm. Okay, let's go for Tanyo. So if I draw a 7, that gives me Tanyo Ipeiko possible. Plus the pin 2, of course. If I just get the 6 or the 3, then I'm happy enough to just take the Tanyo and try and run with it. Okay, so 7 bamboo for Tanyo. It's tempting to call against this sort of thing here because they've all kind of overstretched themselves a little. Does that in any way change what I'm going for? Not particularly, but it gives me the option to swap this for a 6 weight. I'm happy to stay on the 7.
Don't.
Oh, God darn it! I had the option to avoid that, and you know what? I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. God darn it! I've just been talking about that. No, I knew it was on a possible Honitsu. I could stayed in Tenpai by getting rid of the 8. That was hindsight 2020. I'm in last place. Okay. Stuff and things to work out then. We'll see how I can do from last place. I'm not that far away from second though, so I'm just not really in
Home. Home.
Alright, these two are just cold mad at this stage. So I think for now, I'm going to keep... I obviously have the Ghost Dragon I can play, but... Oh, okay. Debbie is massively on the attack now, which is not good for me, although it does mean I'm going to be dealer next round. Oh dear, but this is the thing. I identified the hand a little earlier. I knew what he was going after, and I had the option to swap it out. That's the real thing that got me. I had the option. I didn't consider the bloody hand. I'm annoyed at myself for that. That was needless. I didn't need to do that at all. Okay, we can swap the 3 for the 1, go for a Tanyo here. Just push myself a little higher up the board. It's fine. I'm just annoyed at myself. That's all. And it'll take me a little while to get over that. And I'm trying not to go on tilt while I'm doing this. I'm just trying to calm and collectively get this hand to a slow possible Itsu Tenpai. No, it really won't be because I'll go for the 3-sided thing here. In fact, no, I won't because I want to get rid of the
Home.
Okay. I'll do it again in 5 minutes. This is possibly true. This is possibly true. I'm wondering if she's got the Sanshika Doko going on here. Oh no, she's already played a 9, so no. Managed to break the seal.
Chi.
Well, she's got the East. She doesn't have a Yaku right now, but yeah. She could potentially have Chancer on. I mean, I say, if she hadn't discarded a 9, I'd have thought she'd be going for that one, which is obscure, but she could still have been going for it. Yeah, last 9.
Boom.
Okay, all triplets, which is the more sensible thing she might have been going for. So, hooray for naked weight. Hooray for 3 safe tiles.
Chi.
That being said, yeah, all triplets is Yaku. I was about to say, I was sure she was possibly going for something else with that, though.
Sumo.
Okay, Sumo, and I am now the dealer. And Draconis pulls a little away from me. Right, what have I got to do this quickly? I've got nothing to do this quickly. Well, Debbie's looking really strong for the overall win at this stage now. She's the last dealer. She has a 1,200 point lead over second. Yeah, it is. I mean, in fairness with that hand, it was looking like it might have been something else. It could easily have been Chancer or the Sanshitoko, but I am dealer, and we have some quick. There's a lot of calling going on here. These players are being very aggressive, and comeback music has to play. Indeed. Well, we'll see what we can do. I could do a pairing up one of these two to start with, which is not going to be the East now. Or if it is, it won't be helpful. No, in 4 turns I've gone backwards, which is not ideal. I may have to start calling madly. That being said, we have 1 Dora. Well, I need that as dealer. I'll take a shorthand if it comes up. Keep that 6-7 going. Draw the 3 dot. That's the next step. Draw the 3 dot. 1 red dragon played. As long as there's still 2 out there, though, I want to be holding onto this a little bit. God darn it! High dot tiles. They're going to be the death of me. Yeah, I'm mid of a starting to get to the mid of a second row, and I'm nowhere near Tenpai. I have to be in Tenpai by the end. It's pretty much my best bet trying to get back into this game. At least in one hand, I suppose. Because it could only be 2 after this. That's the thing. It could be very, very quickly if I don't develop something. One Hatsu was just played, so I could have got rid of that actually, but if he plays a 7 or a 3, I may just try and call here. Oh, that'll do. Right, my hand is advanced. It's half a step up.
Chi.
I was potentially dodgy. I know it was from the left, but my reasoning behind that one was if I didn't get rid of it now, I was going to have to later. I've still got my pair of 1s, so I can still work with that, but...
Gong.
Oh, there goes my dealer turn. Debbie now loses a few more points to JPB. And the lead is cut to just over 7,000. I have a triplet of Hatsu. Where have you been? Honestly, where have you been? If I can get the south as well, that'd be perfect, but we'll look towards seeing if we can stretch this to a Hatsu Honitsu. That'd be 3 Han. I don't need that to overtake the 3rd, but I will need that if I want to get back into this game in terms of winning it.
Boom.
Yeah, we're going to push this as much as we can. At the very least, I want to be threatening with it. I can even con the Katsu if it comes up now. It's early, that's the thing. It's aggressive. I'm in last place, I'm allowed to be, but But that's a bit annoying in a few ways, at least in terms of what I'm trying to do here. Best draws for me right now are to just get those another south, just so I can get another Yaku set up. But south or either of these two, obviously.
Chi.
Two would be reasonably helpful. Okay, I didn't even think you gave me time for that, but okay. Either way, one right dragon's been played, so that's okay. I can live with that. I'm not throwing myself under him just for... Did I waste all my time earlier? Because I didn't realise I did. Suddenly I've let go of 2 useful tiles. Let's have a call on, and it just doesn't... whatever. We have to be really quick here.
Chi.
Thank you.
Chi.
Alright, I'm going to have to gamble. Nine is more useful than the red 5, at least in terms of potential Yaku. No, it's okay. I didn't notice either, and I obviously clicked it at some stage doing something, but...
Sumo.
Self-drawn win by the dealer. And that is rather annoying, because that's actually pushed him massively up now. I'm now dead last place, and I don't have a lot of time left. 2 hands. Does that, though, push you above Debbie? Oh, we're in a close game then. 300-point game. 2 to go. I have 1 Dora. Let's see how this goes. Okay, 1 triplet. 2, 3, 4 Sanchiku would be fine. Pair of 5s would add to that as well. So 2, 3, 4 Sanchiku, Dora Dora. He's allowed. He's allowed. Pair of 7s. Not ideal, but we'll take that. I'm going to have to reach with this hand if it comes to it. Me for preference. Looking for potential calm material, but of course the 7's already gone up there, so not much to do. Good evening, Viking. It's been a while. You joined me in last place. Looking at the first last place I've had since I've been doing these versus Patreon Mahjong nights. 2 hands to go. Debbie is in the lead by 300 points. It's looking rather interesting at the top. At least I imagine that. I can't see what's going on up there. Okay, I'm going to keep the 5 for a little bit longer because I want to try and hold... If I can get 2 Dora, that would be just huge with this hand. There we go. That's what we wanted. So we now got something developing off of this. Got my pair set up. If I draw a 6 bamboo now, that is going to be Riichi Tanyo Pinfu with 1 Dora.
Each.
And an extra reach stick on the board. So if I were to win now, that would extend Debbie's lead. So, you know, I've got that to consider. Nope, I want to help Debbie out a little bit here. Though I'm gonna be doing all I can to deal in because, you know, I'm occasionally nice. Nice. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Actually, the freeze was safe tile. It was played immediately afterwards.
Riichi.
I'm going to pursuit reach that. I'm winning only on the 6. But I don't have a lot to lose from here, so...
Dong.
Other than dealing in that. You dare to reach Chitoitsu me, sir. Ah, well. Reaching, hoping for Uradura, and nothing came up. Still have the same amount of times to continue with this, though, but now I've got to really... I've got to really string together something here. Honitsu, possibly push to Chinitsu. We'll see. He's already getting his revenge after people. And eventually I had to fall to last place. I've been winning on these things for far too long. Far too long.
Home.
And no, that was the wrong discard, but I don't care. I'm going for Honitsu anyway. I can't afford to be holding on to these. Honitsu, Toitoi, North is Mungan. Get any Khans in there as well, that'd be helpful. Oh, for God's sake. 2, 2, 3, 4. Now I am pushing, but I am so far back I need to.
Chi.
And Debbie just needs to calmly try and pull a hand together. Maybe odd that I'm not calling these. My only justification is I need to get the hand value up beyond what a Honitsu would give me. North Honitsu, even with a red door, would only give me 77,000 points. Still a possibility I'll turn this into a Toitoro, get some Khan stuff going, so I need to maximize my chances of that a little bit. Hey, maybe I'll get that Sukansu I mentioned earlier. I don't see a North yet, so... Kandora. Okay. Well, let's see. A lot needs to go right for me to get back into this, but...
Chi.
But there's the Honitsu setup.
Home.
I do, but I need the thing back.
Chi.
Okay, the attack. Yeah, we're gonna see. If I draw anything around that 5, I can Khan for a potential victory. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Chi. Kang.
Oh, 4 Doric on the card. What the heck? What the heck? Is there a 6 still available? There is. That might get played on the basis it should be safe here, but they're playing extremely restrictive.
Dong.
Damn you! That'll be why we had a Chinitsu against me here. As it happens, he had all my winners. I think there was a 3 already played, so... Oh, god darn it. That had to be done, though, but... Nah, it was just luck. It was just unfortunate. You were going for exactly the same hand. I didn't realize it was quite Chinitsu. I thought you were at Honitsu, but... Should have looked for triplets. Either way, that was my attempt. It's now put you... Well, it's actually put me into 3rd. It's given you the win almost as certainly at this stage. You just have to knock either JPB or me out with this, and game to you. I'm still going to be going for a win as much as I can here, but honestly, I've got to rely on that sort of Khan luck again. That's not going to happen. Not twice. But it is pretty much my best bet for this. I'm probably not going to do one more after. It's already 4:45 to midnight here, so I'm going to be calling this a stream at this point. With luck, I'll be able to do slightly later night streams in future, but for now, I've still got things to do. I've still got things to do on the weekends, so... So, unfortunately, this will be the last one tonight. But it's been an enjoyable one for various reasons, I have to be honest. Can't say I've played well, but I've played entertainingly, which I suppose is good enough for well. Yeah, it paid off, but... Yeah, you know, I kind of needed to do it.
Each.
Oh, Reach from Debbie. Now, she's... How far behind? 2,500 points behind. She needs a lot of points to make this work. And with that reach, she's probably at the level of either eliminating me or the JPB. So I'm going to play kind of safe here, but I want to still try and win this. I need to salvage some points back. Oh, go for it. Nope. Keep drawing single bamboo tiles. She's probably waiting on.
Dong.
Yeah. Good game. Or maybe it's not. One Dora. So I'm back in last place. I kind of have to do this, so... Well, I mean, the next one's going to be... let me just bring up the calendar quickly. 2nd of September is the next one that I've got planned. Though we might have... Obviously, we'll have nights... we might have matches after I've finished losing on the down tables for a little bit, but... So, with that, she's now within 20,000 points. So, she needs a Mungan. Mungan direct hit will do it. I'd like to say it's due to my coaching, but we did have a bit of craziness at the start. But since then, she has actually gotten a lot calmer. At least she's playing more defensively now. When she is aggressive, she is getting Yaku, which is a start. But it is improvement. Which is what we want. Sorry, bear with. Just have to do something. Because I don't know whether she's in the chat or not, actually, so... Sorry. Bear with, just had to copy that over into the Skype chat. Her response is we. This may seem an odd move in context, but I'm definitely trying to just get some extra cards available. If there's any chance of carning home the victory, I'm going to try it. Technically speaking, I can carn all 4 of my triplets.
Chi.
The Sukansu is on, potentially. I don't want to win like that. I need the cards. I know I've given one of them up, but, you know. 2,400 points put me in the 3rd. I'll take that if it comes to it. 2-5 Manzu, wait.
Dong.
Well, I finished in 3rd. I secure I'm not finishing last. Which ultimately is what I care about a little bit. So, Draconis finishes top. Debbie finishes 2nd. I finished 3rd in Draconis' position because odd shenanigans. JPB finishes last, and I still don't know who you are in the chat, but we'll find out eventually, I'm sure. Curse has been broken. He's finished 2nd, and now the curse of endlessly finishing in 2nd, which isn't really a curse, I have to be honest. Endlessly finishing in 2nd is awesome. But thanks for joining me, guys. I will definitely be doing this. I've had minus points on the Patreon thing before. I think overall, though, I was neutral in this round. Let me see. What did I get the other one? I'm actually plus 13 on the table because I gained plus 48 and then minus 35. So I actually did. I've still increased my points at this stage. Draconis has a huge plus here because his minus counts first, so he's on plus 66. You sure? I definitely finished 3rd in another one of these games. I know I have. Little Debbie has gone up in ranking points and now has plus 25. And I forget. You think you've dipped down back towards 0, but I don't think you're actually there. Anyway, I will catch you up at another time. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.